Hi, I'm Christopher Seiss, and we're doing an episode today on business lending. And we've got Dave Prescher from LendingWise with us today, and he's going to give us kind of an overview of the lending options available. But Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, Chris, thanks. And it's good to be with you today. It's a lot of fun to talk about business, and I'm
Oh,
really
yes.
passionate about small business in particular. The little guys always going up against the big guys, right? And trying
Oh,
to
yes.
kind of level the playing field. So my business partner and I own LendingWise LLC, and we are a marketplace that helps small businesses secure the right fit capital. Many times we see that small businesses are in need of capital, cannot access it, number one, or just completely get turned down, or just don't know where to turn. And so that's really where we come into play, Chris, to help small businesses understand the landscape a little bit more and help them navigate. We really become their advisor and really help them through the process. And we do that try in a very simple fashion, and we hold their hand as we go down and secure the right type of business loan that hopefully they can grow their business dramatically with the type of capital we can access through our lender marketplace. So it's a lot of fun helping people.
Oh, that sounds great. You know, when you think about business lending or getting a loan, I guess the first place you stop or the first place you think of is a bank. But according to you, a lot of people get turned down from the bank and just kind of stop there. They don't know that there's all these different varieties of type of lending available to them that they don't even seek out. So after talking to you, you kind of said that it starts with a conversation. So what does that look like?
Sure. Well, let's take just a real quick history lesson here about what we do in our niche in the marketplace. Because, like anything else in life, everyone has a little niche that they should be playing in. The reality is that many years ago, the banks were the only game in town. However, a lot of with fintech and technology, it's allowed a lot of lenders to go online, a lot of private equity, a lot of private money, and that people now can access that through a platform that we provide. We're the gateway, we're the access point. It's a little different than what banks offer, but the reality is that when you open a business, you need a bank. Banks are critical for your bank checking and a lot of other activities for your business. So they're a great resource. However, it's just not me saying this, but if you look at the Federal Reserve or any of the reports out, banks historically have approved only about 15 to 20%. It ebbs and flows. But if you go for a small business loan, your likelihood of getting approved is not that great. I mean, you've got to be in business for 2 years. You've got to have great credit. You have to have great cash flow. You have to have your checking account with them, and you have to have a lot of good cash flow for the bank to really help you. And that's how banks, and that's the niche of a bank. That's really what banks do, and that's what banks do best. And admittedly, that's why banks have low rates. And you should try your banker first and ask them. Most of the business that we secure and the people that we speak to are from banking and credit union sources. These are business bankers, small business bankers, Chris, that, hey, I'd love to help you. You got a great business. However, either I can't underwrite your loan, number one. Number two is we don't maybe offer that type of loan. You may want a line of credit. We don't offer unsecured lines of credit. So a lot of times that is when our conversation and that intersection of meeting small businesses happens. So I'll get a call from a banker. Hey, can you talk to Chris? He's got a great business, but I love to help him or for whatever. There's a variety of reasons, but at the end of the day, the banker can't at that point in time help them secure a business loan for their business. So that's a conversation that is started with that business owner.
Gotcha.
And so, typically, let's say you and I are working together. that conversation would start by asking you, so tell me about your business. How long you been in business? What, are you trying to accomplish? We work with growth companies. So when you're looking at a business loan, it's debt for your
Right.
company that you need to repay back. So obviously that entails a little bit of digging and cash flow and revenue, right? And so we like understanding from your perspective, Chris, what is the return on investment you have for this? Maybe it's a project, maybe you're a landscaper, maybe you have a new opportunity with a new client. Maybe you want to put in some new marketing efforts for marketing campaigns and you want to grow that. So we just have that conversation and we listen and we'll challenge some of your assumptions. But at the end of the day, it's your business and we're here to help you secure what you need for your business.
Right. Right. You were talking about this marketplace. I mean, kind of tell me a little bit about what that looks like.
Sure. No problem. We have partnered and we're a preferred lending partner with the Lendio marketplace. We've been with them for 4 years now. And for over the last 13 years, that marketplace has over 75 lenders on it that we have vetted. And throughout the process, these are lenders that are the top lenders. And so they are private equity, private money. We really don't have any banks. We have a couple banks that do some SBA lending, but most of it is private money. And through the process of vetting, these are people that are trusted in the marketplace, that have been around, that understand and really want to help small businesses grow as well. And they love technology. And so, with one simple application, when you work with us, the difference maker is one simple application. It probably takes you 5 to 10 minutes to complete with uploading some simple documentation. Number two, and your driver's license, a few security related issues, so we can make sure we know who you are. We can start the process then of sending your information to our lenders that really want to compete for your loan. And that's really the difference, Chris, is because when you consider anything, I don't care if it's a stock market, you go out in the mall or you go to Costco or you go to Amazon. What is it? It's a marketplace. How is Amazon created? It's a marketplace. And why is because you get your best structure, your best terms at the best possible convenience and service. And so that's really what we provide. That's the difference of our platform. And so we're trusted in the marketplace by, doing it for a long time. There's over 20,000 Trust Pilot reviews. You can
Wow.
read every one of them if you like, with like a 4.8 rating, which is fairly significant. Forbes has rated us the #1 online platform. So when you're doing stuff online, you really need to know who you're doing business with. But when we talk to our lenders, these are the things that they need to provide, that level of service for our clients, and so that's what you should expect. So again, when you're interfacing with me or we're having this collaborative effort, I become your advisor. I'm the one seeking the business loan for you and your business. You don't pay me anything up front. Our interests are aligned because I get paid by the lenders. So you don't have to worry about any of that. I'm like a marketing arm of all these lenders. So
Right.
it works in best when it's working like that. But again, you're going to get your best structure and thing in the marketplace. Let the marketplace speak. I say a lot of times to clients, let's see what options come back. And typically, Chris, we come back with 3 to 4 options,
Wow.
and we'll go through with the client the total cost of capital, how it operates, how we can get funded. And typically, I mean, we've funded deals in 24 hours,
Oh,
um,
that's
as quick as
awesome.
24 hours. So speed is a real essence. People need the money, and we get it funded into their bank account like either the same day or the next day if they want to execute on some of those deals.
That sounds awesome. So what I kind of hear you saying is if I go to my bank and they turn me down, there really isn't a downside if I call on you guys to see what options you have available.
Correct. And that's a great point. I mean, when we take an application, let's say you want to move forward. Great, we've had this conversation. I agree with you. Your ROI, that makes sense. You may want to borrow 100,000, Chris, for your business. The application's completed. We do pull a credit report, a soft credit pull, so it does not impede on your credit, which is good. And all of our lenders accept that. And then we move forward. It doesn't cost you anything. I tell people, Chris, it's kind of like typing into the Google box, right, on your computer and saying, "Hey, can I get a loan?" That's very similar, and then we get answers real quick, so you'll know, and you don't, necessarily have to take the options. We'll debate and see if it makes sense for you. At the end of the day, you're making that decision, so that control and ownership is still in your hands.
So if I wanted to do this, if I wanted to have that conversation, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Sure. The best thing really is you can dial me up. I've got a business cell phone that is operational, and you can text me or give me a call. My number is 865-850-7874. I'm local here in Knoxville. We do business nationally, and we can help you out. But if you just want to have a conversation and see what your business might look like and talk through some of the things that you are concerned about, that's another reason why we like to have the conversation. So you understand and you can go to a trusted source. So, yeah, we're
That
more than
sounds
happy to do
awesome.
that.
Well, we probably are out of time for this particular episode, but listening to everything you had to say about the marketplace and these different types of funding options and things like that, we'll probably have multiple episodes that kind of dig a little deeper into each one of those or the most popular ones, because I'm sure that they fit within certain business parameters or business industries better than other ones. But I really do appreciate you taking time to do this interview with me. I know that you're a strong member of our Knox B2B micro community where we're trying to help small businesses run their businesses better, run their businesses more efficiently, and actually enjoy their business rather than always being stressed out about what's next. So I do appreciate your time on this, and I look forward to seeing you again and hope this all works out for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. It's a pleasure. And I appreciate the opportunity to help anybody out there. Give me a call. We're here to help y'all. Bye bye.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thanks again. Bye bye.